Thought I could give you the world. I promised you I was the cure, but I was wrong. I fucked it up. I ended up chasing ghosts. They haunted my head and my home. I let them in and cursed myself. Took it for granted, and you couldn't stand it. I'm losing my grip. Now I'm trying to forget how I'll never reset. I can't take it back. I can't take it back. I can't take it I thought I could make it alone. I promised you I wouldn't go. I lost myself. I can't take it back. 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 Nobody does it quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically, and nobody does it quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically, and nobody does it quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody does it quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody does it quite like me. I like it when my chords move chromatically. Nobody does it quite like me. Imagine being picked up with the body that's quite like. Right here, right now. 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 Now, 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 now. Right here, right now. Now, 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 now. Right here, right now. Now, now, now. Right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. Now, now, now. Right here, right here, right here, right now, right now, right here, right here, right now, right now, right here, right now, 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 right here, right now, 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 now. Right here, right now. Now. Right now. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. was close and you're not there. Tell me where the sun hides when you're saying goodbye. Can't breathe your air. Promise me you'll stay a lifetime color in my days. My bright side particles and waves. Where does the light go when you're gone? Yeah. Ooh, where does the light go? Where does the light go? Where does the light go? Where does the light Tell me, are you somehow reflecting a little piece of heaven into my sky? 'Cause I see a glimmer of perfection in every direction when you're by my side. Oh, I don't wanna know a world without your everglow. You make me see in all the cold. Where does the light go when you're gone? Yeah. Ooh, where does the light go? 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 I carried you deep, cradled you closely within me. But I hate it all. Couldn't stand on a minute. I'd count to 3. Now my eyes already. 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 you go now? Oh, lick my bones. Oh, where'd you go now? Oh, lick my bones. I wanna give my heart away. I wanna hear you every day. Now I lost my heavy chain. Love, let me marvel at your babe. Show me your world. Now my eyes are ready for love. I've carried you deep, cradled you closely within me. Would hate it all, couldn't stand another minute. I count to 3. My eyes are ready. My eyes are ready. My eyes are ready.
Well, John, reports of missing persons have been pouring in from across the nation, leaving authorities scrambling for answers. The leading theory from specialists right now is that these were not abductions. Rather, these people ceased to exist on the spot. As you can see, CCTV footage captured in the county shows a man vanishing into thin air after a series of bizarre movements. Online sleuths are likening it to a phenomenon from video games where players can glitch their way out of bounds. Investigators are looking into all possibilities, even no clipping out of reality. So far, reports have discovered that the disappearances happen most frequently in so-called liminal spaces, referring to transitional or purely functional man-made areas of buildings where the boundaries of reality seem to blur. So far, school corridors, abandoned office buildings, and quiet subway stations have seen the most vanishing incidents. Experts believe that the unique properties of these overlooked locations may hold the key to understanding the phenomenon, acting as gateways that disrupt the fabric of reality. The question on everyone's mind is, could this really be a glitch in reality? Or is there something more sinister at play? Our advice, remain vigilant. Avoid liminal spaces at all costs.
I know this feeling, pick me up when I get low. I'm in the deep and I got nowhere else to go. Crash to the ceiling till I'm losing all control. Losing all control. I'm on the edge because of you. So tonight I'll be the highest in the room. Out my mind, my heart is numb, my head is bruised. Kill the lights, there's nothing else that I can do. I'm standing on the edge because it's you. I'm on the edge because of you. So tonight I'll be the highest in the room. Out my mind, my heart is numb, my head is bruised. Kill the lights, there's nothing else that I can do. I'm standing on the edge because of you.
I apologize, all. Starting a little late here.
You're just in time because Sam Wong's starting to go crazy with his Kansas City Chiefs talk, and we got to put an end to it. Let's get nerdy.
Yeah.
Let's get this going.
Distance nerding.
Hey! Well, what up, everybody?
What is going on?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It's time for this week's new Taco Tuesday. It is time for you guys know you are now watching and listening and experiencing distance nerding.
It's almost Taco Wednesday, part of the Comic-Con radio podcast family.
She's our woman of tomorrow. It's Frey.
He's a double Big Mac with a small Diet Coke. It's James 5000.
And he's our Liefeld Pockets of Knowledge, young Phil. And we are here to nerd
together.
We're talking about anything pop culture, news, movies, food, wrestling, comics, Royal Rumbles, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. And if you missed that Royal Rumble, you missed out on a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And of course, you can send us an email if you would like, at your pleasure, at Dist.
Oh my goodness. This was Almost a show for Wednesday, not a Tuesday.
I literally almost fell asleep.
Literally.
Literally.
But go Raiders.
Go Raiders! Come on.
Raiders. What?
And nerding at AOL.com.
And we'll read on the show. Jamez is in a different universe because he really believes that the Raiders are in the Super Bowl somehow.
Say long in the chat. Oh, that's good. James, did you kill Phil?
He possibly may have.
I was trying. I was this close.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the best kept secret on the internet. You are now watching your favorite show, my favorite show, everyone's favorite show, The Download. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. This week on deck, we've got the Geek End Update.
Say Wong says, time to cosplay, NorCal.
Lights, camera, reaction.
Charge up your proton packs. We've got some fun trailers today.
Starting rumors.
Is Netflix rewriting the MCU?
They'd like to think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. And of course, The Download.
We're shaking up the MCU with a ton on news.
Oh, yeah. But before we get into all of that, of course, ladies and gentlemen.
How dare you? So rude.
Let me get a shout out.
Shout out to Poddex and Grammar. In fact, this episode of Distance Nerding is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand if you're a new podcaster or an existing broadcaster, or your football team is going to the Super Bowl and you take your own sweet time starting the show, or looking to grow your audience. Check out Poddex and level up with Poddex, and check out poddex.com. Use code nerding10 for 10% off Poddex. Get in the
Don't
app.
forget the
App's
close-up
best.
magic.
Yeah.
Of course, got to get the close-up magic. It's not worth it if you don't get in on the close-up magic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if the channel is brought to you by Poddex, then you may be wondering to yourself, what brings young Phil and the immense amount of energy that he brings to the show? I'll tell you what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is Dubby. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Dubby is Dubby is a brand of energy drinks made to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. I'm so used to saying it the other way, so it's like Dubby contains no maltodextrin, sugar, fillers, artificial colors, or dyes, and is potentially keto friendly. Well, I guess it is keto friendly. Dubby contains Neurofactor. It's a neurotropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code nerding10. Get 10% off your order.
Nerding 10. That's awesome.
Yeah, somebody should
Nerding 10.
Somebody should make that a website.
We should do something with that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Is that where you were, young Phil? You're outside waiting for your Dubby fix to come from Amazon or something?
I was waiting for my shipment of Dubby to
Where's
come.
Where's that Amazon Prime driver?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was
Darn
waiting.
it.
I was waiting out there for them, and they just never showed up.
Rude.
They ghosted me. They left me on red.
I say that's Balderdash, or Eric says that's Balderdash.
It is ball.
And poppycock.
And
Yeah.
Poppycock. Poppycock.
Poppycock.
Whoa, hey.
It means ridiculous.
Hey, this used to be a family-friendly show, okay?
Used to be.
So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the Geek End Update.
Where are we off to this week?
Well, this week we're going to the NorCal Cosplay Gathering, the Sacramento edition, thanks to Say Wong, who's been making fun of us in the chat, but also shared that the NorCal Cosplay Gathering is happening this coming weekend, February 3rd, from 12 to 5. It's a free event. Tips are appreciated. Go check them out at William Land Park here in Sacramento. They don't have the set location and where in Land Park, but go look for cosplayers in the park. You will know where to go once you're there. Don't you worry about them. There'll be snacks and waters, and everybody's going to hang out and have a good time. Say Wong, jump in the chat and let us know what you're going to be cosplaying as, so we can come find you and let us know so we can get autographs and whatnot from you. If you're doing autographs, I don't know.
He's going as my homeboy James. That's what he's doing.
Oh, my homeboy James, get out of here. So February 3rd from 12 to 5, William Land Park, NorCal Cosplay Gathering, the Sacramento Edición.
Yeah, and if I can make it there, which I don't think I can, I'm going to be working, but if I can find a way to make it there, hey, bring me a birthday cake.
Oh, that's right.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy birthday, young Philippe.
Two.
I guess
2.0.
2.0.
2.2.
Exactly.
You're working on your birthday, good sir?
Yeah, I am working on my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Way to plan ahead.
Hey, I need the money.
Okay. Más dinero.
Exactly. Exactly that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So aside from NorCal Cosplay, this NorCal Cosplay event, because that just sounds like a crap ton of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to Distance Nerding. I'm trying to do two things at the same time, and I'm
on Comic-Con Radio. Listen to Distance Nerding and our second show, A Comic Conversation, via comiccon-radio.com. Look for the Distance Nerding podcast, even this episode, and a new comic conversation each week on comiccon-radio.com/podcasts.
You go.
Right?
So you should put that in the chat.
I'm going to put it in the chat.
Please do, because apparently I do not know how to put links in the chat.
No, we do not put links in the chat.
Is it worse than Liam though?
Yeah.
No, I think it's about the same. I mean,
okay. Don't worry
he comes
about
by it naturally. So,
yeah. And by the way, Comic-Con Radio, go check out Comic-Con Radio, check out Distance Nerding, check out Comic Conversations, but tons of other podcasts on there. Shout out to Comics Podcast. They were in the chat earlier. Shout out to They Mostly Pod Out at Night, our boy Graveyard, who's on this show on Thursdays. They have a show on Comic-Con Radio. It's great. Geek Saga. Shout out to Geek Saga, Eugene and Dave. They're great. Yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying.
well, no. So look, when I do the podcast, the dogs like to gather around me as if I'm telling them a story for some reason that they don't quite understand, which, of course. Well, we got some foam stairs over my hiatus or sabbatical, whichever one sounds more posh. And the dogs like to lay on it now.
Aww,
so cute. I've got Husby to bring in Andy's bed in here, so she wasn't laying on the stairs.
Andy's coming.
It sounds more comfortable being on a bed than on stairs, whether they're foamy or not. So
very cool. Very cool.
Very, very. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's move right along because it's now time for some lights, camera, reaction.
Lights, camera, reaction.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
One day I will record that for you.
I know, right?
Every time I'm like, damn it. I knew I forgot something.
James, what is the first trailer we are checking out today?
Let's see. I think we're gonna dive into some Halo Season 2. At first, I thought this was the game, but this is for the show on what is it? Plus?
On
Hulu?
No, it's on Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus. In Season 2, Master Chief Master Chef John 117 leads his team of elite Spartans against the alien threat known as the Covenant. In the wake of a shocking event on a desolate planet, John cannot shake the feeling that his war is about to change and risks everything to prove what no one else will believe, that the Covenant are preparing to attack humanity's greatest stronghold. With the galaxy on the brink, John embarks on a journey to find the key to humankind's salvation or extinction, the Halo.
All right. So I'm assuming we're gonna get the Halo, that we're actually gonna get the Halo this season. But two things that I that I need out of this season 2, or it's not gonna be worth it. Number one, no sex scene.
Whoa,
Which,
hey, easy.
Which actually
Already going for the sex. Here we go.
no,
Jesus
Pablo
God.
Schreiber actually did an interview recently, and he said that was the biggest mistake that they made, was putting that sex scene in the first season.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I haven't
alright.
seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, they, like, all the fans all agreed that it was unnecessary. You didn't need it. And then number two,
lot of metal on metal. You know what I mean? Like the
no,
suits.
it was him out of the suit. That's the other thing. That's the other thing that I need out of season 2. I need him to not take off his helmet and not be out of the armor. Because
You
Okay,
prefer
so this
sex
is like the opposite of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You don't want him to take off his helmet.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
he's-
I just
he's-
wanted to make sure I was on.
90% of the first season was John outside of the armor, and it's like, that's not what we want. Nobody wants to see John outside of the armor. So
Okay, so all these people that came up with this concept for the TV show, they're the ones that wanted to see all of the characters fuck and then also be out of their suits, whereas 95% of the population don't want that from Halo.
yeah,
Maybe if they did a Mass Effect game, but not Halo.
yeah. Mass
Okay.
Effect is a whole different thing. Like, that's something you want to see, right? Whereas in Halo, like, one of the big things is Master Chief doesn't take his helmet off. So
Yeah.
we don't want to see John taking his helmet off. We don't want to see an unnecessary sex scene with Spartans, because it's like, why? You
Speak
don't
for
need
yourself. Give me
this coming from a guy that doesn't play the games. So it's like,
remember that one Spartan show. You
That's
know,
different.
back in the day?
that's a different Spartan. Okay,
I'm
Spartacus.
just saying, Spartacus. Oh my god.
Spartacus was a different type of show, and that's
Yeah.
just hanging
Look,
all over the place.
I don't know how many people wanted to know that either. So let's just
I don't know.
let's
why I'm
watch
still
the
smiling.
trailer.
It's weird.
Spartacus
Yeah,
was
let's
a
just
surprisingly
watch the
good show
trailer.
for the amount of dong that was in that show. So
But put the trailer on and stop saying dong.
Yeah,
Dong.
please, please.
Yeah,
No,
Master
no more
Chief
words.
I'm gonna have like 16 candles flashbacks.
Master Chief dong. Okay, so again, starting off right off the bat, we're
He's got a
seeing.
helmet on.
Well, no, they just showed John without the helmet.
Look
on.
at this. What
Oh.
the fuck? I mean, ugh.
Is John a white dude? Oh look,
John
there's
is
an
white.
alien.
John is well. Pablo Schreiber plays John. So I mean, like,
Oh, he played. Wasn't he like Leto the second in the Children of Dune miniseries?
I'm not sure if he was.
I don't know. He seems like a Canadian actor that I've seen a lot.
Well, Pablo Schreiber is Liev Schreiber's younger brother.
That's where I know him from.
Yeah. That's him right there.
Liev Schreiber
Mhm.
is hot.
Pablo Schreiber's not a bad looking dude, but at the same time, it's like they
That
again,
wait,
they did a lot of, hey, let's show Pablo Schreiber's face because we have
That
Pablo.
dude
Schreiber.
was on
Yeah.
the one
the
vampire
guy
show,
that
right?
looks like he's constipated all the time. That's Pablo Schreiber.
Did you watch American Gods?
Yeah, the first season.
Yeah, that's exactly the one you want to go. He was the leprechaun.
Mm.
I thought that was the guy from True Blood that was the leprechaun.
No, the leprechaun. That's Pablo Schreiber.
Is it really? Okay, I'm gonna look that up. I believe
Mhm.
you. I'm just looking it up
'Cause that's how
I
he
got to get a better picture of this guy.
That's how he
He's
got
in-
Halo.
He was in what is that show? Is it the originals? What was that one vampire show?
He like the bad guy vampire that told everybody to shut up and they didn't know what they were doing. Oh wait, I think they all did that. Never mind.
So I mean, like, there's a lot of excitement in the trailer. Overall,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at a different guy. Yeah. This is that guy. He was also in True Blood.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Sorry. I thought it was somebody else. Okay.
But yeah, so again, just based off of the first season, it's kind of like my excitement is kind of there. They had some good scenes, but there wasn't enough war. There was there was a good storyline within the show that kind of carried it, but at the same time, there was a lot of stuff that was like unnecessary. We don't need to see Spartans outside of their armor. We don't need to see like we really didn't need to see, oh, John takes out his emotion inhibitor and all of a sudden he's all of a sudden he's like super emotional, and it's like, well, that's the opposite of his character in the game.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I totally get it. I was thinking of Joseph Morgan. That's who I was looking at.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
he's a different guy. But anyway, and he is not the guy that was in Children of Dune either.
Watson in the chat says, "What are we talking about?" And I realized, like, what are we talking about? Like, no sex scenes, leave the armor on, don't take off your helmet. Is this like a
I
weird,
didn't know
like,
Vern Gorman was in this.
futuristic
Was in
furry
Halo.
thing? I don't know what's happening. You know?
He's
Oh, did you hear that Oklahoma wants to ban furries
I
from
did
school?
not hear that. That's
Well, like there's a bill
I
being
am-
introduced. Anyway, that's a totally different thing, and we are way off topic with that. So let's move back on to it.
so give me your ratings, guys. John Mez, what's your rating on just based on the trailer?
I tried to watch the first season. I couldn't get into it. I was optimistic. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get into it. So I didn't see anything I was jumping out besides like the dude from Onyx is in this now.
Yeah.
So I will give this 5 helmets out of 10 no sex scenes. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, please. Yes,
There
please.
you
I
go.
don't know.
Boom.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Frey, what's your rating?
Well, I've never been interested in playing the game.
Okay.
I wasn't really interested in watching the first season. It's not going to be a thing that's going to make me get Paramount Plus.
Mhm.
Just not going to do that because, why? But you know what? I enjoy the cast. They look hot.
Especially with helmets on, because that's what young
Well,
Phil's
this is
into.
what I don't understand. If they're going to be like, okay, so we want them to wear helmets all the time.
Yeah.
Then why do they have to be hot?
Right. Yeah. I could play one of these guys. I could be a Spartan.
But that's
Take my shirt off. You want me to take my shirt off? Is that
that's what I'm
No
saying.
one wants to see that.
okay?
That's what I'm saying is the
Valid.
whole thing is,
I'll back up.
the whole thing with all of that is I think that they had Pablo Schreiber take his helmet off so much because they had Pablo Schreiber. Right. It was
Okay.
more about
Why did they
the
not
actor.
learn from Disney Plus and
Yeah.
Mandalorian?
Pablos aren't supposed to show their face.
Yeah.
Or
Pedros or Pablos. I'm
Pedros
sorry.
or Pablos.
Pedro or
if,
Pablo.
if you have a Hispanic name, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? It just made it better. It's like that anticipation of sex.
Well, the whole thing is with all this, they
You give too much anticipation
yeah,
and it's not good.
right.
You got to get just the right amount. And they did that in the Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen the Halo thing. I don't know. So let me do my rating
Yeah.
and then so my rating, I haven't seen it. Will I see it? Maybe at some point. I a couple of these guys are hot. Whatever. So I'm gonna give it, just because I haven't seen it, 6. Why do they have to be hot when they're wearing helmets?
Mm-hmm.
Out of 10. Are they in space? Are they on is it a planet that you can take the helmet off of? Or I mean, I don't get that. I
Can
just
you
don't
have
get it.
sex with the aliens? I don't know. Are you allowed? I don't know.
In the MCU you can,
I know.
but can you
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Halo
yeah.
world?
You wouldn't want to if you see what the aliens look like.
You don't know me. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, young Phil, what do you think?
All right, I'm gonna give this 2
You're
ratings.
the only person that kind of cares about this.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this 2 ratings. I'm gonna give this based on the trailer,
Okay.
right? The trailer by itself is I'm gonna give that 8 Pablo Shrivers out
Whoa.
of 10 Spartans.
Spartans, you need me to take my shirt off?
Now based on the first season and where it left off and kind of what we got out of the first season and the small things that I saw in the trailer, that I know they had already started filming season 2 before season 1 came out. So I know that they're going to make a lot.
So maybe do you think like later in the season they're going to like go full helmet?
No, I think they're going to make a lot of the same
What does that
mistakes
mean?
they did in season 1 because it had already been filmed.
They go full helmet, like
Right.
they have sex with the helmets on.
Yeah.
Like protection. They have protection.
Full helmet.
That's good.
Yeah.
Safe sex.
I know. I carry a battle rifle for my protection.
Safe armor sex. Yeah.
But no, based on
SpartansOnly.com.
SpartansOnly.com. Based on season 1 and knowing what they're doing with season 2, like kind of knowing what they're doing with season 2, I'm gonna give it 4 energy swords. This is the lowest rating you guys probably have ever heard me do. Out
4?
of 4 energy swords out of 10 warthogs, which is the jeeps that they drive.
I'm sorry, but when you said warthog, all I thought about was the animated Lion King when he goes, when I was a young
warthog.
And then I was like, what?
Hey, Stallone.
I gotta ask Matt, because Matt Aguilar's in the chat right now. I just gave like a whole scathing thing about Halo, about the show. And just kind of like bring back
Spaceballs
for season. No, so the answer Aaron's question. I was just reading what he said.
Well, you got to ask Matt in the chat, like, sex or no sex with helmets on or off? That's the question.
Yeah, no. Again, unnecessary.
We need that. We need to know that.
I give it 4 unnecessary sex scenes out of 10. Why are you taking your helmets off? Right.
While having sex and while not having sex.
While
helmets should be on when you're not having sex. That's
And Matt says you got to go helmets.
Helmets.
It works in the Mandalorian, right? The whole thing is that like in the games, John's helmet has never come off. We have never seen John's face. We do not know what John looks like, right? In the show, immediately in the first scene, he takes his helmet off, and it's like, so you're just gonna take away all of the mystique of that character.
You're
it's
really
like
mad
the
at
people
Pablo.
that are doing the Halo TV series didn't understand the assignment.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing is the showrunner said that 1, it was supposed to be something that lived in the universe, but 2, they did not reference any of the games. That's their first mistake, is that if you didn't play any of the games, you're just like, these characters look cool and we're gonna do this. You know?
I hope Valentine's Day is coming up. I hope all y'all are getting cuddly with your significant others, and the first thing you do when you get in bed is picture them with a helmet on and be like, is this good? Helmet, no helmet? I don't know.
You don't know what happens in my bedroom.
Hey, I got my helmet right here.
No, and Matt Aguilar in the chat saying, I love that. Matt Aguilar in the chat saying that he doesn't have a personality in the game and you need one in the show. I agree with that, but at the same time, it's like you are taking away from the core character in making it where it's like, let me we're gonna take off the helmet, we're gonna give him get rid of his inhibitor chip. It's like if it's an alternate universe, that's fine, but that's not what they're promoting it as. They're promoting this as being something that's in the same universe as the mainstream Halo series.
I'm in my late 40s and I feel like I have an inhibitor chip sometimes, so I totally agree with you.
I wish I had an inhibitor chip sometimes. It's the Irish in me. I can't.
All right.
I get. I feel like we all have grown and learned.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, my last point on this, because I've been trying to I've been making arguments with this, is Mandalorian pulled that off. You can be a character that has a personality that only wears a helmet the entire time. You can do that with Master Chief. If Pablo Schreiber is a good enough actor that he can do that, you don't need to take his helmet off every couple seconds and take off his armor every chance you get to tell that story. You can tell that story, give him a little more personality than he does in the games, and and not ruin the character. And then again, the sex scene was unnecessary. They literally took John Spartan's They literally took
John Spartan
from Demolition Man. They literally took John's virginity in the show. So
you know what that means in TV and movie world? He can't die now.
Yeah,
he's not a virgin.
Yeah. So let's move on, because I will rant about this all day.
Yeah, you are quite upset.
I am.
Your
What's
helmet got hot.
What's the next trailer?
Helmet got hot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Next trailer, are you ready for this? Ricky Stenicki featuring Zac Efron from Iron Claw and John Cena. I am into this.
You know what? I only see one person pissing. I only see one pissing in that.
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Funny enough, they're both wrestlers. But I know. I see a floating hat. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just see the guy in the blue jacket.
Yeah, just can you guys see what's on the screen right now?
John Cena.
All right, give us the description. What are we looking at here?
In the film, when three childhood best friends pull a prank gone wrong, they invent the imaginary Ricky Stenicki to get them out of trouble. 20 years after creating their friend, Dean, JT, and Wes still use the non-existent Ricky as a handy alibi for their immature behavior when their spouses and partners get suspicious and demand to finally meet the fabled Mr. Stenicki. The guilty trio decide to hire washed-up actor and raunchy celebrity impersonator Rock Hard Ron to bring him back to life.
Let that be John Cena.
Oh yeah,
I just, you know what? I don't see him ever, so it's hard to remember his name.
I mean, John Cena playing the imaginary friend is so meta.
But when Rod takes his role of a lifetime too far, they begin to wish they'd never invented Ricky in the first place. This is great. I love John Cena in like comedic roles. Zac Efron is great, and one of my favorite comedians, Andrew Santino, is one of the main cast members. So I'm excited for this one. This is going to be fun, and it's directed by Peter Farrelly.
Really, Peter Farrelly's directing this?
Yeah, so like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
There's something about Mary. All those.
Yeah. I liked There's Something About Mary. I never saw Dumb and Dumber or the second one. I never saw that one either.
Agent AA with Rock Hard Ron. Again, deleting my browser history.
Did you see Daniel? The Rock Hard Ron would leave his helmet on. I really think this is going to be full helmet. I think the name of this episode.
The best part of this is in the audio episode, there's going to be no context to anything we're saying.
I know.
So much gold we're missing. All right.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's check out this trailer. That John Cena has been in that I haven't enjoyed as far as movies go.
I think it's the big muscles. I think because I'm not a big rock person either, and he's got really big muscles too. I don't appreciate that. And Chris Evans, I think Chris Evans is like the biggest muscly that I could get.
Gotcha.
But then again, Chris Evans could do no wrong.
Give me some Stenicki. I think this is fun. But like, just like this movie and like everything you saw with John Cena, it's not like he has his shirt off. He's just being comedic.
He's
and
going
funny
to
and being like over the top. I love
3 or 4 different places.
Okay, give me that. I'm all right with that. But I'm super into this movie. I miss having these kind of outrageous comedies, like Old School or Dumb and Dumber. I miss the days of those. Like, what are we watching? How do they get away with this? I need some of this.
The Burbs.
The Burbs. The Burbs. I'll give you that. But give me old school
Money
stuff
Pit?
like this. What is
Where
this?
are the roses?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
I'm into this. I give this like 9 You Can't See Me John Cena's out of 10 John Cena puking in the airport trash can.
Frey, what do you give this?
It looks fun. And I did go watch The Machine
The
at the
Machine.
theater when it came out. So I feel like this might actually be a movie that I would like to see that has John Cena in it. And so, yeah. I mean, I would like Paul Rudd to be in it too. Because I like Paul Rudd. But, he can't be in everything.
Too pretty.
All right. So, he is too pretty. So, yeah, I'm going to give this a 7 weird Australian hats out of 10. Did I see him dressed up wearing a wig and like a
Yes.
like,
A couple times.
But it was like female. He was in drag. Did we see
Drag.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. All
And
right.
he
I'm
also
going to
dressed as
say
Boy
John
George.
Cena in drag. I've seen him in drag before. He can pull it off.
There was a Devo scene in there too.
Oh, is
Yeah.
there a Diva scene?
Yeah,
Devo, Culture Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Oh,
Boy George.
yeah.
All right, young Phil, what you got?
I am gonna give this 9. You can't see him. I'm gonna give this 9 really buff dudes in a comedy out of 10.
John Cena! What?
All right.
I like it.
So what do we
All right.
what do we got next year?
You guys are gonna. Speaking of Paul Rudd, you guys are gonna like this one. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire.
I'm excited for this one, man.
Carrie Coon is in this. I'm super excited.
I like the first the first kind of like foray into this Ghostbusters like expanded universe thing. So I mean I enjoyed this.
Well, I like that they're moving it beyond the beginning. Like,
Right.
like it's like, oh, really, guys? Come on. It's not a what if they were female? What if it's like this is the next generation of them. And I like that because I feel like if you're gonna do like a sequel much later, it should be something like this and not, hey, let's just reboot it. Let's tell Batman's origin for the 17th time. Fuck you. All right.
All right, I have a synopsis. Synopsis.
Oh, you have a ghost
wow.
In the Frozen Empire synopsis.
I would have said,
Hey, leave the writing to the big boys, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Paul Rudd dancing like a maniac and Carrie Coon telling him to get that money synopsis. What? No.
What?
Never mind.
In Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, the Spengler family returned to where it all started, the iconic New York City firehouse, to team up with the original Ghostbusters, who've developed a top secret research lab to take busting ghosts to the next level. But when the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force, Ghostbusters new and old must join forces to protect their home and save the world from a second ice age. Yes.
Yay.
I'm excited. Oh God. Say Wong said Walter Peck returns.
Yes. Yes.
That's like the thing. Yeah, he's in it. Rick Moranis. All right.
Hit play.
All right, let's check this out.
Let's do this.
I love it.
That's
Okay.
good.
This just makes me even more excited for this because like I enjoyed the first one enough. This is it's bringing back all those feels. Like you're getting a lot of that fan service, but then you're also getting a brand new story. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm
It's not the same ghost.
right.
Like, and that's good. And that's what I liked about the original when they did the first one and the second one was that it was totally different ghosts. And they had Sigourney Weaver's character had a kid. And it was like time was passing.
Right.
And in a lot
Yeah,
of these, they don't let time pass. It's like, oh, it happened yesterday. No, fuck you. It didn't happen yesterday. Life went on. It's like, sorry, but if you're gonna make it about ghosts, make it real.
Forz's his rating is the best. I'm gonna give this Ghostbusters Frozen Empire 10 mini Stay Puffs out of 10 missing peck penises.
Yeah, that's funny. Frey, what do you got? How many? What are you gonna rate it?
I'm gonna give this 10. I got slimed out of
Mhm.
10. They got the sidecar fixed
Yeah.
because it broke. Remember, it broke in the second one.
Yeah.
So they got
Well,
the
they used it
sidecar.
in the last movie too.
Yeah, I know, but it's like they got, it's like I just love it. I just think it's great. So
That's
and it
good.
broke Ben too.
Yeah.
She got stuck out there for a little bit.
Mhm.
So
Young Phil, what do you think?
This is definitely getting 10. I want to go with Walter Peck's again, but it's like somebody's already said that.
yeah,
So
I mean, Forrest
Why you
did a
got to
really
go
good job
first? You
of
got to
it,
go
yeah.
early
Yeah.
I know.
before anybody steals your ideas.
I'm gonna go with 10 revitalized Ecto ones out of 10 returning Janines.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. I like
They
that.
did miss that last time. She was in it, but she was not. It wasn't the same. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
I like that this has like a little bit of a Indiana Jones feel, like with the artifacts and whatnot, like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
ancient MacGuffin,
Yeah.
that sets everything apart. So I give this, I want to go 10 proton packs out of 10 he spit slime out of his mouth. That's gross.
We didn't even talk about Victor Wembanyama being the ghost in it.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yama.
He's 7'4" and has like a 45-foot wingspan. It's not really that big, guys. Don't at me for that. He's the one tall MFer and knows how to play the basketball.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha.
I've adopted him already. So
He's the Spurs guy, right?
yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Number one pick, baby.
All right. I gotcha.
Dressed
I
up as
gotcha.
Slender Man for Halloween, that's what gave me the idea. 'Cause that guy looks like
So-
Slender Man.
All right, guys. So we got one last trailer. Let's go ahead and give us an intro here, James.
Oh yeah, I gotta.
I
I'm actually
didn't know
excited for this
anything
one.
about this one and saw the splash of the trailer earlier and was like, well, this looks interesting and fun. So
Yeah,
Anyway.
it does look interesting. So the movie is The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and check this out. So the movie tells a story of the first ever special forces organization formed during World Minister Winston Churchill and a small group of military officials, including author Ian Fleming from James Bond fame. The top secret combat unit composed of a motley crew of rogues and mavericks goes on a daring mission against the Nazis using entirely unconventional and utterly ungentlemanly fighting techniques. Ultimately, their audacious approach changed the course of the war and laid the foundation for the British SAS and modern Black Ops warfare. So this is loosely based on a true story, which makes it kind of
Nice.
funner. More
And
fun.
that was the first thing that popped in my head is like as soon as you started talking about like how they got commissioned, it was like, oh, this is the lineage of the Royal SAS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way, yes, that is Alan Richardson in it from Reacher. So all the you Reacher
Wow.
fans.
I mean, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, he's huge. and
You've
I
got
think he's
Richardson
hot,
and Henry Cavill together. Damn.
but
Don't put a helmet on Alan Richardson. You know what I'm saying?
you know what? He'd wear it. He would be the person that would say, no, this guy wears his helmet all the time. Why are we taking our helmets all the time? And he'd be like, why do we need to have this sex scene? I mean, I know I look good naked, but why do we need to have this sex scene?
That's Carl Urban all day. Carl Urban, when he played Dredd, they wanted him to take the helmet off, and he said, "Well, he doesn't take it off in the comics, so why would I take it off in the movie?"
No, I know, like that. Absolutely. Yeah.
Please don't put Carl Urban and Alan Richardson in the same sentence when we're talking about huge men. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Jesus.
Right.
Dr. McCoy. You put Dr. McCoy in with Reacher. Jesus. Come on.
Woo! Mama needs a cold Converse.
But this is fun. Watch Henry Cavill. It's a very different Henry Cavill than we're
Yeah, I'm
used
gonna
to.
have to watch this again.
I already noticed with him, like, sticking his tongue out.
Yeah,
Ooh,
look at him. Look. Maybe I grow a
He's
Henry
there.
Cavill mustache.
Oh my god, yeah, he's totally there. That's Carrie Elwes.
It is
Yes!
Carrie Elwes. Hey, it's got like nothing but handsome men in this movie. Like Carrie Elwes, the man who was
No,
the
all of
problem.
those letters that I sent about these men not being hot enough, they really took them to heart.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Oh, it's a Guy Ritchie movie. All right,
Yeah, there's a Guy Ritchie movie.
I'm all for it. And Guy Ritchie's
Yeah.
really good at these kind of movies.
You know what I really like? I really like his mustache. They did a really good
It looks
job
really
on his
good on him.
mustache.
Oh,
And
Jerry
Bruckheimer. Yes.
What?
Look
He
at
has a
all
very-
of this.
Has a very Inglorious
Oh
Bastard
my
feel to
gosh,
it.
yeah. Hey, is that the one guy? That guy that? Oh man, wait, is that
Look at
Ian? Flynn?
I
Ah,
like Henry Cavill in this.
Wait, Alan Rickson is the Arrow guy.
I love it. So good.
There's gonna be a lot of. That's a lot of bullets. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't think Alan Rickson could be hotter, but you put him in a pair of glasses and one of those caps, and that man's hot.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So silly.
Oh man. Okay. No. Again, I'm just the different Henry Cavill, Alan Richardson, just all the different kind of differences in their performances. Like these are
Mhm.
very different performances than we're used to with these actors. And
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That
So-
was cool.
This
You
comes
know,
out
he
in
seems to
April.
be doing funner movies now. It's like emo Superman broke him. And now he's like, no, I want to be colorful and fun, and stick my tongue out and wear cool mustaches.
That's the mustache Superman should have.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
He does. So in the Bombshell thing, he has a mustache like that.
That's
In
what I'm
when the
saying.
Bombshells, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's the mustache that in live action Superman should have. 'Cause remember, they digitally
Handlebar mustache.
Apple's mustache. So
Oh,
He's all, hello there, Lex Luthor.
yeah. Now who's conniving? Yeah.
Ooh,
Up and away. Yeah.
I want to see Henry Cavill as Superman with his like normal British accent.
What do you mean Clark Kent has the same mustache? Yeah. No.
Clark Kent doesn't have a mustache.
I think that's why
Who's
everybody
Clark
wants him to be
Kent?
Captain Britain so bad, is so
Oh,
that
yeah.
he can have his British accent and be like a stand-up kind of guy.
Yeah.
But
All right. I
I
give
just don't
this.
see it. I don't see it.
I give this 10 grenades and bunkers out of 10 Henry Cavill mustaches. Suck it, y'all. Oh, I got to use the mustache one. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go Frey.
Okay. I'm happy to go last if you guys want.
That's okay. It's okay. You're good. Go for it.
All right. I'm going to give this 10 Alan Rickson in those glasses. Meow. Out of 10 Henry Cavill beards.
Oh, that's
Oh.
a good point.
He doesn't just have the mustache, people. He's got the chin pubes too.
Oh, yeah. from his chest pubes down to his ball fro, right?
Right, there you go. He's a hairy man.
He is. I'm gonna give this. Let's go with 10 surprise Nazi kills
Mm-hmm.
out of 10 mustache rides.
Okay.
I did start it. I guess I can't really put
The
that
Yeah.
genie
handlebar
back in the
mustache.
bottle.
Helmet or no helmet? Is that
Nothing, absolutely.
okay? All right.
Alan Rickson can do whatever.
Exactly, right?
Another excuse for a mustache ride.
Woo!
I think that was it for trailers. Yeah, that was our last trailer.
That was it. So let's go ahead and move on because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to start some rumors.
I don't know where to get it.
I'm typing. Sorry. My Peter tingle is tingling again because Sony Pictures is looking at bringing back the original big screen Spider-Man Tobey Maguire and Amazing Spider-Man star Andrew Garfield for the highly anticipated Spider-Man 4. While the project is still in development, the prospect of seeing all three Spider-Man back together is something a lot of fans would be excited for. This may be the right call, Sony. Also, rumors that Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, is set to make an appearance in Spider-Man 4. However, it's worth noting that actor Vincent D'Onofrio has not entered talks for his return yet. Interesting. That's a lot of Spider-Man being thrown at you. Tacos on the table. Will we get multiple Spider-Men of Spiders? Will we get the King of Pins in the new Spider-Man 4 movie? Huh? Tacos? Where are they?
There they are. All right. Tacos on the table.
They're such cute tacos.
I know they're the most adorable tacos that there are, right? So do I believe that we're going to be getting multiple Men of Spiders? I know that right now the big, huge deal is that Sony wants to do another multiverse movie, right? And Marvel doesn't want to do multiverse again. They feel like that they've already done that. They kind of don't want to do it again, but Sony's like really pushing it, right? So I don't know. It's kind of hard to call because ultimately Sony does have the green light on all this stuff because they have the rights, whereas Marvel's the one telling the story. I think.
Where are your multiverse tacos?
I think my tacos are on the table mainly because in the end Sony is gonna make that argument and they're gonna say, well, we're not gonna make the movie if you don't want to do it our way.
Got it.
Got it. I could see that.
Frey, where are your tacos?
Well, I think that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire did a fantastic job. I think if they do it again, then that would be more. It's like dipping. It's like when you dip a chip in, it's a double dipping. And I feel like it won't have the same effect as it did. Like they brought them in, and the reason they brought them in was because of things that were going to happen in the MCU.
Yeah.
And so, and it just left it a little bit like it brought all of that together. And if MCU doesn't want to do it again, then I just don't see why Sony would do it. I mean, because it's going to be Tom Holland's probably his last movie. So I would rather see it be just based on Tom Holland. You know, if they want to bring in Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, they want to do a little another Daredevil thing. You know, I could see that since Kingpin will be in it. They could bring it into that first, like that, because like we know, spoilers everyone, that Kingpin is going to run for mayor, but that could be part of it. Like that could be the part that it is. Like, you know, you see him at a, you know, doing a stump speech in New York City and Spider-Man has to save him or something.
Right.
It's that kind of thing. And then that he meets that, you know, he's like, hey, that's Matt Murdock. That's Daredevil, you know, and he gets that, you know, oh, that's too, you know, and then, but then I guess they wouldn't have met if Because he wouldn't remember that Peter was Spider-Man because of the spell.
Right. I mean, in the end, this is going to be like with Kingpin coming in, and I 100% believe that we're gonna talk about this later. But Kingpin coming in is a big deal for Spider-Man because he's a major villain in the Spider-Man universe. So
Yeah, he is.
it's gonna be fun to see how Spider-Man deals with Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Yeah.
how that version of Kingpin stands up against Spider-Man.
Yeah, and if they decide that they're going to do a Kingpin from another universe or whatever, they can't resurrect the last Kingpin
Yeah, no, he's
because
gone.
Michael Clark Duncan died.
Right.
And so it's like, so then they get another actor, and then it's like, well, who's the real one? Well, Vincent D'Onofrio is the real one. So it's like, I don't like anything about this. My tacos are so far away from the table that they're in a different zip code. Like that's how much I don't want this to happen.
Yeah, and Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin is just as perfect as RDJ as Iron Man. Like,
yeah,
I don't think there's anybody who could pull off Kingpin as well as Vincent D'Onofrio has pulled off the character.
Yeah, there were some casting things for the Netflix MCU adjacent things, which now are canon, and Vincent D'Onofrio was such a masterstroke.
Yeah.
For Kingpin, like he's up there with Loki for me, like Tom Hiddleston being Loki. I don't know how anybody could not be like. He's just so good. Like he's just so good, and so it's like I don't know. I don't like that. That rubs me the wrong way that nobody's talked to Vincent D'Onofrio yet, and that. I just feel like they did the 3 Spider-Man, and I feel like maybe, this whole Madam Web thing is going to tank. We all know it's going to tank.
It is.
And so it's like, then bring over a couple of those girls. Bring over the Spider Women. Bring over the Spider Girls and put them with Peter. Do something new that opens more characters up. I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I love Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. We've seen it. They've done it. They had closure. Move on.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Sony is just doing we made a bunch of money, so this is we want to
milk this till we can't anymore.
Yeah, they want to repeat lightning in a bottle, right? And
the thing is that
you're not going to do that, right? Like where Marvel excels is in their storytelling. Allow them to continue telling their stories. Where Peter's at right now, you don't have to bring back the other Spider-Man. You can do if Sony really wants to use the other Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, continue their stories. You can do that now that there's a multiverse.
You could tell the story of how they got back to their universes. Like something happened. Like was it Across the Spider-Verse or was it Into the Spider-Verse? Into the Spider-Verse. Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Okay. That one, like where they go through, like you could tell that part of it. You could tell something like that. You don't necessarily have to bring them back for another one. You could have them do their own thing. I just don't understand why they couldn't do that. But whatever. I don't work for Sony, thank goodness. And because
my tacos are on the table that Sony's gonna pull any string to make this happen because that's their big money makers. Like this is what we got. We gotta do something. We gotta try to make money on this franchise and this IP that we have. So I think they're gonna find a way to pull it off, and it's gonna be Marvel's job to tell a good story.
No, yeah. I mean,
let's keep going though. We got more. We got more
storytelling.
Yeah. I feel like if they did it, it would be such a disservice to Tom Holland because he has done such an amazing job.
Oh yeah,
as Peter Parker and as Spider-Man, and he's gone through so much hell. He has gone through more hell than either one of the others.
Yeah,
and so I just feel like that they're doing my boy wrong, and that's really what it is. So, but we will go on. We will move on and talk about a possible Netflix MCU animation crossover-y thing. Does that make sense? All right.
Yeah.
So
Let's talk about it.
can Marvel make Iron Fist cool?
Maybe we'll see.
All right.
Tell me
Marvel
more.
Studios is rumored to be taking another chance on the character Iron Fist, who we first saw explored on the Netflix series that ran for 2 seasons in 2017 and 2018. And I watched both of them. I actually really liked the show. So I'm probably the only person in America that did, but I did. At the end of the show's 2nd season, Colleen Wing, that's Jessica Henwick. She's been in so much and she was amazing in it. Became the new Iron Fist, and Danny Rand left New York to find Orson Randall, the man from whom Davos acquired the Iron Fist's powers. Months later, it was shown that Danny had stolen 2 guns from Randall with which he could form Iron Fist. The plan is supposedly for the news story to put the spotlight on a female lead, and there's been at least some talk of it being an animated adaptation or adaptation. Adaptation. I'll go with adaptation. Talk is on the table. Would we like to see Iron Fist return?
Young Phil, what do you think?
My tacos are on the table. I want to see the continuation of the story. I want to see them fix it. Is really what it is.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kind of season 2 was better than season 1, but it still wasn't like, oh, this is the Iron Fist that I want, right? Like I'm fine with Danny Rand being a white dude. Just tell the story correctly. That's the main thing with that is, if you're gonna do Danny Rand, yeah, they need to fix all the issues in the story that happened in the first 2 seasons. The end of season 2 was arguably the best part of that entire series, because you start getting Daughters of the Dragon. You get Colleen Wing. She gets the powers of the Iron Fist. She's definitely a character that I want to see explored more, and I think that's that Marvel sees that as well. So Colleen Wing was definitely the character that people enjoyed from that show more than anything. And then Misty as well, but we finally got Misty with their art, with their metal hand, and they did Daughters of the Dragon like an homage to Daughters of the Dragon at the end of that second season.
Cool. Yeah, my tacos are on the table for this one too. I think it's a way to connect it to the Defenders Netflix, version of the Marvel universe, but also move things forward and hey, let's cherry pick the best parts of this and just make sure we can move forward with it. Let's leave Danny Rand and whatever mistakes we made or Netflix made in the past and move forward from here. So I definitely could see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I would love this. I think this is out of all of the side characters, I guess, I'm not going to say Daredevil because I feel like Daredevil's in a league of its own. But of the other 3, I have to say I really loved Colleen Wing. She, to me, I felt she was a well-developed character, and she had a lot to say. So, and I really feel like that's where they were going with it, because I think if they'd had another season, it would have been about Colleen and how she was figuring out her Iron Fist powers, which will be different than Danny's. Are all a little different because everybody channels them a little bit differently. And so I thought that was kind of cool that they would do that. And then they're bringing back the old Invaders version of Iron Fist with the guns. And I thought that was kind of cool too. So I think the 3rd season, or the bringing back Iron Fist, I think if they completed that arc for those characters, it would be a really good thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. I just want to see them Daredevil him and just, let's put the mask on him and get an actual martial artist out there.
Yeah. Well, and then with what was it, Orson Randall? He actually wore almost like a do-rag almost.
Right.
Back in the day. So, and I think they could do that with Danny. So my tacos are absolutely on the table for this. So, yeah.
All right.
But I'd really like to see some X-Men.
Oh, so would I, because ladies and gentlemen, in the X-Men are back, bub news. Marvel Studios has reportedly set a release window for X-Men 97, the upcoming revival of the 90s cartoon X-Men the animated series. Originally announced in November of 2021, slated for the fall of 2023, premiere on Disney Plus. The first season of the new series, which has already been greenlit for season 2, was pushed to 2024 with animated shows Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, formerly Spider-Man Freshman Year, and Black Panther spin-off Eyes of Wakanda. The 10-episode X-Men 97 Season 1 is first in the lineup and is set to release in spring, according to a new report. X-Men 97 will be available to stream on Disney Plus in mid to late March. Marvel Studios is yet to confirm the news. So, tacos on the table, guys. Is Kevin Feige the Easter Bunny and bringing us X-Men in the spring?
I'm barking, and I think it's going to happen. My tacos are very much on the table. My Easter Bunny chocolate Haas eggs, colored egg tacos are on the table. Give me some X-Men. I don't care when they said it. I'd be like, yes, give me the X-Men. But knowing that it's like 2 months away,
it's
let's
close.
do
Man.
this.
We're needing it. I want at least a trailer soon, just to kind of get like I want to see if the animation is updated at all, or if it's still like in the style of the original.
Right.
I hope they updated it. Like we watched the first 2 episodes again because I was like, I haven't seen this in forever, probably since 1997. And I was like, oh, let's watch it. We'll watch it. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. Let's get into this. And we watched the first episode, and I was like, oh Lord. I was like,
the issue with the original series was the frame rate, right? All you have to do, you can have the same animation, but have a faster frame rate, and it'll look a lot smoother and a lot better. So.
Yeah, it was just like I was like, oh, okay.
I wonder
like, it'll be great. It'll be great.
If there's like a list, you know how you can watch like Clone Wars and it's like only watch these episodes and it's fabulous. Right. I wonder if there's one for X-Men. The animated
there probably series. Is. Like there's a huge like everyone. If you start saying things like I don't know about X-Men 97, people get really upset. Like it's like So I think. I definitely, and I do know that it gets better. I watched all of them when they came out, but I haven't seen it in so long, and Husby hadn't watched it, and Shadu hasn't watched it. So I thought, oh, we'll watch it. And it's the first couple episodes is hard to watch. They're just hard to watch.
Probably the most faithful show when it comes to comic book storylines, right? Like, so it starts off with the
with Jubilee.
I was gonna say with Jubilee and the Sentinels, and then you get into like the Morlock saga. You get into like a lot of the space stuff with the Starjammers and everything like that. The Phoenix saga.
They did all of the really long story arcs, and I feel like they that they really used those well. In that format, because I feel like those kind of
Savage Land storylines,
those longer, those have to be told in like serialized format, because you can't tell everything that happens in that whole thing. And it's like, when do you start the Dark Phoenix saga? Because you got to start that early, because she's got to go through that whole like corruption thing. And it's got to be subtle. And, so it's like, there's a lot of stuff that you have to think about with that. And so, I really like 97 because of that.
Yeah. Which they did a lot of that in that show. Like you can see early on in the first season, like signs of what storylines they're going to be doing way later on.
Yeah.
Like they were really good at setting up storylines early on because they knew where they were going.
What about when like Morph dies and you're like, whoa, what? They can kill characters in this? Is this the Transformers movie? Killing Optimus Prime and whatnot.
Like they killed off Morph and people were freaking out. Like, oh my god, Morph! Like it was
you bastards.
Yeah.
Sorry,
you killed Morph, you bastards. So, did everybody talk about the tacos here?
My tacos. I don't know if I talked about my tacos, but my tacos are definitely on the table. Yeah, I did. I had
Yeah,
some
you did.
Easter Bunny chocolate tacos.
That's right.
My
Freddie,
tacos are on the table.
okay. All right. Well, that is it for rumors this week, guys. So it is now time to get into the next part of the show because, ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching the download.
All right.
We're back. We never left.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, check out the Distance Nerdington post for more news, all the trailers, reactions. Let us know what you're nerding out on. This week, we've got all kinds of trailers in there and all the fun stuff. Anything that we talk about on the show, we pretty much will post links in there as well. So check that out. Interact with all the rest of the nerds out in the nerd community in the Distance Nerdington post. So guys, is that a chimichanga in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
With a helmet on.
With a helmet on.
Full helmet.
Full helmet. You just helmet the entire way. Are we all helmeting this? Okay, this is getting even dirtier. Deadpool 3 has wrap production. Ryan Reynolds shared a photo from the set on social media, along with a note that reads, "The suit hides the blood, also sweat, but today, with Deadpool rapping, it's mostly tears. A giant and forever thanks to the cast and crew and our film who battled wind, rain, strikes, and Hugh Jackman, all under the stalwart leadership of Sean Levy. I got to make a movie with my closest pals, and that doesn't happen very often. See ya on July 26th.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
So we got a synopsis. We got a blood, sweat, and Liefeld Pockets synopsis. Blood, sweat, and Liefeld Pockets synopsis.
I don't think that counts.
It's fine. I can double up on my own.
You can't do
Fine.
it yourself.
Yeah, stealing all the lines.
I
do that.
know.
I can do my own. It's fine.
You get a pass this one time.
In the film, after facing some professional setbacks while going through a midlife crisis, Wade Wilson decides to officially retire Deadpool and become a used car salesman. But when his friends, family, and the whole world are at stake, Deadpool decides to bring his katanas out of retirement. He recruits an unwilling and wary I love that. He recruits an unwilling and wary Wolverine to not only fight for their survival, but ultimately their legacy. Deadpool,
Okay.
Deadpool 3 will be hitting theaters July 26th of 2024. It's not too far away. I can't wait, guys.
He's got 6
yeah.
months for post-production on this. Do you think that's enough time?
I think they were already doing post-production on this. So
Yeah, I
I
was
think
going to say with the strike, I bet anything they filmed prior, they were trying to get as ready as possible.
Right.
Because the other departments
Oh.
didn't do that so they could work on it. And so it's just that his writing and acting he couldn't
okay.
do, but his producing he could do. Just like James Gunn could do all of that. He just couldn't do any
Gotcha.
directing or
right. So
writing or anything.
I'm sure they were editing a lot of things on the back end, getting
Okay.
things, scenes
Yeah.
like ready to fit in. Because I mean, you have a script, you have a storyboard, you know where things are going to go. They probably just hadn't finished Principal yet.
Yeah.
So for the most part, you know, you can put in like stand-in scenes and say this is what's going to happen here. We haven't filmed this yet, but do the rest of it, and then everything else is done. Probably do some of the special effects, so then that like some of that stuff is already done.
Yeah.
You know, and then now
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. they just finished Principal, so now they're probably just adding all that back in, finishing this finishing the special effects, and I'm sure like 2 months from now they'll be doing reshoots.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
probably
reshoot.
will.
Okay. All right. I'm into it. I like it. You're excited. I'm excited. We're
Yeah.
all excited. Let's keep going. There's a rumbling in the Thunderbolts casting. Another major casting change has hit Marvel's upcoming Thunderbolts movie due to scheduling conflicts. Emmy-winning The Bear star Ayo Edebiri is no longer involved with the Thunderbolts, which she was cast in a mystery role. Now, Geraldine Viswanathan, who is known for appearances in Blockers, and Miracle Workers, is now set to replace Eda Berry in the Thunderbolts role. Okay. Maybe it wasn't a huge role, it's a mystery role. Maybe it wasn't big, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get upset about something that we didn't really know that much about.
Exactly. And it's not like we knew who she was playing. So it's like, all right, well, let's see what happens.
right. So I mean,
It's totally Mystique.
It'll be interesting to see what's going on and who they're playing.
Yeah.
But speaking of casting rumblings from Thunderbolts, a few days ago, it was reported that Lewis Pullman was offered the role of the Sentry in Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts. That has now been confirmed, and Pullman will replace Steve Yeun, who had to drop out of the project. Pullman is best known for his film, or he was in Top Gun Maverick, Bad Times at the El Royale, The Strangers, Pray at Night, and Lessons in Chemistry. He will also
need to watch that Lessons in Chemistry. I haven't watched
I know, me too.
Jackie was watching it for a while. It's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I really need to watch it. I really want to watch it. It looks cool. Anyway,
It
go ahead.
was up for a couple awards too.
I was saying Brie Larson's character was very dry but purposefully.
Imagine that. He will also play the lead in the new adaptation of Stephen King's Salem's Lot. Thunderbolts will be striking into theaters July 25th, 2025.
It's going to be interesting to see, one, how ripped does this dude get to play Sentry. Two, he plays kind of nerdy dudes in most movies that he's in.
Yeah.
Even in Top Gun Maverick, his character was like very, very like, safe Navy nerdy dude.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see, like, you kind of put long hair on him and, kind of put him in like more of a savage role and see how he does that character. The thing about Sentry, though, is that Sentry has a lot of gravitas to like the way that he's written. So I think that he can deliver the lines and have the gravity as the character, because he's a character you kind of like when he talks, you take him seriously.
Oh, I think they're going to lean into how nerdy he is with the whole Mirror of Superman type thing.
Yeah.
And that's why they've chosen him. Like, you have to think about Stephen Yeun didn't look like he would be that type of person to play. Like, I mean, you see Sentry and you see how Buffy is and stuff, and you're like, oh God, you really need, like, you have to have it like. But if they're leaning more into the cerebral part of it, I could absolutely see it.
Remember his name in Top Gun Maverick? He was just Bob.
Yeah.
Everybody has these cool nicknames like Maverick and Rooster, and he's just Bob. By the way, Lewis Pullman is the son of Bill Pullman.
Yeah.
You can totally tell. You can see it. Like I at first when I saw the picture, I was like, is that Bill Pullman? So maybe they'll do an Independence Day remake and he can play the
like son.
Yeah. Or he had a daughter.
Just a younger
but like or like a younger version. Or he could be the president then. No relation. Have like the same last name, but no relation. And they are related. See how meta that would be?
Whoa, blowing my mind.
You know what else will blow your mind? In recent recasting Hammers news.
Yep, because they recast the Hammer.
Yep. A new photo has leaked from the set of Marvel's Daredevil Born Again. And it confirms a major story arc for Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. Kingpin. I really liked that the Echo series took place in a skating thing, but I would have liked it better if it was a bowling alley, so somebody could have said something about Kingpin. Anyway.
The joke would have written itself.
Yeah. The front page of a prop newspaper, the New York Criterion, shows the story picks up with Fisk in the middle of running for mayor. The headline reads, Wilson Fisk campaign gains momentum heading into the polls. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, inspired by the Devil's Reign storyline for Marvel Comics, which was previously rumored. There is a synopsis on this. It's a Born Again-opsis Hammer scheduling conflict synopsis.
Born Again Opsis, Hammer Scheduling Conflict Synopsis.
Okay, so look it. The
Scheduling.
Devil's Reign storyline explores the power dynamics between Kingpin and the vigilantes who stand up against him. The story revolves around the power struggle between Daredevil and Wilson Fisk. Shocker. Who becomes the mayor of New York City? Move over, Lex Luthor. It's Wilson Fisk time. In this arc, Kingpin uses his newfound political influence to launch a crackdown on vigilantes. That's right. That's what I said. Crackdown on vigilantes. Making their activities illegal. I thought it was illegal to be a vigilante.
It is illegal to be a vigilante.
Okay. This leads to a fierce confrontation between Daredevil and Kingpin, with the latter using all his resources to hunt down and eliminate Daredevil and his allies. Goodbye, Karen. Expect Daredevil to be fighting down a hallway again in early 2025.
I was going to say, like one of the big storylines in Batman is that it's illegal to be a vigilante, so Gotham is trying to crack down on the Batman.
Right. Yeah. Like, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it's like illegal, like all through the United States.
Like
So,
in real life, it is illegal to be a vigilante.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's already illegal. But yeah, I just think, maybe he's trying to PR it to where, no, it's going to be illegal. These people are making it worse for you, kind of thing.
More like they're probably going to enforce it. Like they probably don't enforce it because the vigilantes help. So it's like, okay, well, we're going to enforce this law.
Right? Yeah. No, I thought it was fine. I was like, isn't that a thing already? But whatever. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. It makes sense just because it follows the Devil's Reign storyline. It's definitely something that Daredevil has always been really good about following good storylines, within the Daredevil universe.
Do you feel that it's easier to translate Daredevil stories from comic page to TV or film because the stories are so grounded?
I think so. I would say just Defender storylines in general are easier stories to adapt because they are more grounded characters. They're all street level characters. They're easier to write into the real world. So
yeah,
Plus
I think so.
The series have more time to tell these stories than the movies do.
Right.
So, like how many we've seen Kingpin, like twice, 3 times now? Well, this will be third, I guess. But it's another way to like tell this. I think he's going to be like the Thanos of
I think
street
it's
level.
fourth.
Yeah.
It'll
I'm trying
be
to do the
fourth.
math in my
Daredevil
head.
will be fourth. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's going to be like the Thanos of street level stuff going on. Basically, the Disney Plus shows, the new Disney Plus shows. I think it's going to be all Kingpin is the big bad leading everything. So
that would be cool. That actually would be really cool.
Especially if we're going to be getting a team up with Daredevil and Spider-Man, it makes a lot of sense that they're teaming up to fight Wilson Fisk, and especially with the way that they've always made Vincent D'Onofrio kind of like strong, lumbering, and kind of like just kind of powerful in the way that he was portrayed. But then they like upped it up a notch when they did him in
Echo
in Hawkeye.
Oh, in Hawkeye, yeah.
Because like he was literally like punching holes through concrete like it was nothing, so it's like, they gave him like almost like that super strength that he has in the comics. They did. I wonder if that was partially Vincent D'Onofrio though as well. Yeah, and then of course he gets really into his roles and and then of course Echo. I mean, I don't want to spoil things for people who haven't watched the show yet, but I'm just gonna say quick spoiler, guys. So be ready on this. Pause it or fast forward if you are not trying to hear. Spoilers.
Or just put your fingers in your ears and go la 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 la.
But Kingpin gets shot in the face and then heals.
If it took 5 months, come on, 5 months.
But he still got shot in the face and healed like it was nothing.
Yeah. Okay, maybe. He's on that good Kingpin TRT. He's got that testosterone replacement therapy going on. He's
apparently. That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense for Kingpin.
He must be friends with Joe Rogan or something because he's got the good TRT.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I like me
yeah.
some Kingpin though. But by the way, what I like about how they're handling Kingpin is how they frame Kingpin. He always looks so huge. I don't know if they're doing special effects or something, but he always looks so big and like he's taking up the screen anytime they show him on screen.
Yes.
And I
Well,
love
he's
how
a big guy. Vincent D'Onofrio is a big guy anyway,
right.
but he has a presence that takes up a lot of it too. Yeah. Like
Now I wanna-
Ray Stevenson in Ahsoka, how I would say like he took up all of the space in the room, like when he would walk in and stuff. I feel like
Stevenson in anything he was in.
yeah, oh, definitely. He took up all this, but he had that presence, and I feel like Vincent D'Onofrio has that presence as Kingpin. And it's interesting when you have an actor that can do it and take up all the room in the scene.
Yeah.
And then in other things you'll see him in, and he's like the smallest thing in there. Like, so it's so nice to see him be able to be that biggest person in the room kind of thing.
Yeah, I just looked it up. He's 6'4". You give him some shoes, maybe he's 6'5", 6'6". I mean, that's not overly huge, but the way they shoot him and present him, I definitely noticed like how big they make him look. So I dig that.
And they put him in a lot of lighter colors and white.
Yeah.
Or they put him all in one color. And that can also make things seem, it's like a optical illusion, but it makes everything seem a little bit bigger to where like when you're just wearing one color, you kind of either blend into the background or you stand the hell out. And so in the way that I would say that's definitely framing the shots well. So that would be like the director and DP's jobs and stuff. And so I think that's great. And I think the editing probably helps too. You don't see him in scenes with a lot of like, it's not him and like 5 people. It's him and one other person. And that person tends to be standing in front of him. So it makes him look like he's bigger. So there are tricks that they do, but it looks really good. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it going. In big studios cashing in news, Kate McKinnon from SNL, Ghostbusters, and Barbie, and Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords have joined the impressive ensemble cast of Warner Brothers' Minecraft.
Oh,
I know, right? Let me
I
get to
can't
this.
say anything bad because
I can't say
people
anything
thought
good.
Barbie was going to be bad.
I know.
And it turned out to be amazing.
I
So
know.
I'm like, I'm cautiously optimistic about that.
So the movie is hold on. So the movie is being directed by Jared Hess from Napoleon Dynamite, and the rest of the cast include Jason Momoa, Jack Black, Danielle Brooks, Emma Myers, Sebastian Eugene Hansen, as well as Jennifer Coolidge, who I love. She's funny. There's no current details to share regarding the story. The movie will be shot in New Zealand, and it's looking like the film will be released in 2025. I know nothing about Minecraft.
How do you make a Minecraft movie?
I don't know.
Because Minecraft has a storyline now. Like they've added a storyline to it. But like, how do you make a movie about block characters that build stuff?
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna, because I was like, what the heck? I don't get this. Like, it's a freaking game about like digging into the earth to make stuff and then like making blocks of things. And I don't know.
It seems like they're just trying to cash in on like, oh, video games. Well, Minecraft is a major video game. Let's make a movie about that.
Well, Mario did do well. So
and this is obviously not animated because they're filming in New Zealand.
Yeah. Unless they're just being really nice to everybody.
Hey,
guys,
you guys all vacation while you're doing this voice acting.
Yeah, we need you all in one place.
But
I mean, all paid expense vacation to New Zealand. Sorry.
But Jermaine Clement, Kate McKinnon, Jack Black, Jason Momoa. I mean, that's a lot of funny power, like not just star power. That's good comedic star power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
over the top good comedy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's
That really is.
Gordon Hess, you know, I mean, Jared Hess, you know, I mean, he did Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so, I mean, it's just gonna be interesting to see what they do.
It's gonna be an out there wacky kind of movie.
Definitely.
All right. All right. Let's
You
keep
know
it
what's
going.
not what's the opposite of Minecraft? Reacher.
Yeah.
In strong silent type news without glasses, it's been revealed that Reacher season 3 will be based on Lee Child's book Persuader, which is the 7th novel in the Jack Reacher series. It was also confirmed that Maria Sten will return for the 3rd season, and she will she'll reprise the role of Frances Neagley alongside Alan Rickson.
I like Neagley. That's good.
Yeah.
Neely. Sorry.
In the story for season 3, Reacher goes undercover to rescue an informant held by a haunting foe from his past. I think that's every season.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
been what it's been.
Starting to see a pattern here, buddy.
I think these books might have a pattern. All right. And doesn't talk much opsis, but takes out lots of bad dudes synopsis.
Doesn't talk much opsis, but takes out lots of bad dude synopsis.
Jack Reacher lives for the moment, without a home, without commitment, and with a burning desire to right wrongs and rewrite his own agonizing past. DEA Susan Duffy is living for the future, knowing that she has made a terrible mistake by putting one of her own female agents into a death trap within a heavily guarded Maine mansion.
Maine. Nothing good happens in Maine.
Except for lobster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lobster is delicious. Sorry.
I think they have good clam chowder too. Staging a brilliant ruse, Reacher hurtles into the dark heart of a vast criminal enterprise. Not the ship. Trying to rescue an agent whose time is running out, Reacher enters a crime lord's waterfront fortress. Ooh, waterfront fortress. That sounds really relaxing. There he will find a world of secrecy and violence and confront some unfinished business from his own past. The 3rd season of Reacher is currently shooting in Toronto, expecting to shoot back onto Amazon Prime in late 2024 or early 2025.
I love me some Reacher. It's one of my favorite
It's
shows.
such a good show. It really is. It is consistently bloody and just he gets naked. I mean, it's great.
Reacher,
Ticks all the boxes.
Jack Reacher will be shooting arrows at people in another movie.
Right.
But I liked how they brought in like his old military ops unit.
Yeah,
You know,
that
I thought that was
a cool
cool.
thing.
That was a
Yeah.
nice like flashback scenes for each of them.
Yeah, because that's totally how MPs work.
That's what Eugene says. He says that that's exactly how
That's 'cause he's an MP.
MPs are. Exactly. So
He wants people to think that they're cool.
I believe him. I think he's the Jack Reacher of our little universe. No, he's not.
I think he's a spy.
He may be a spy. He
I
may
think
be a
he's
spy.
a spy.
Well, you know, in the real world, snitches get stitches. So there you go.
And bitches get slapped. What?
Exactly. Right on the butthole. Okay. In Women of Dragons and Tomorrow news,
Oh,
because that sounds fun, right? It's been confirmed that James Gunn has officially cast House of Dragons star Millie Alcock as Supergirl in the new DC cinematic universe. Deadline explains that Supergirl will appear in a DC-based project before her big solo feature, Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow. Tomorrow. That other project could very well be Superman Legacy, but it's not confirmed. Gunn said of the casting on social media, Millie is a fantastically talented young actor, and I'm incredibly excited about her being a part of the DCU. Yes, I first became aware of her in House of Dragon, but I was blown away. by her varied auditions and screen tests for Supergirl. She embodies Kara as envisioned by Tom King and Anna Naguara. Superman Legacy will fly into theaters July 11th, 2025. So what do you guys think about this? Did you guys watch House of Dragons?
Of course I did.
I'm not currently listening to Fire and Blood on audiobook. I am not currently enmeshed in the Dance of the Dragons.
Oh, there we go. No, I'm asking,
I don't know how it ends.
I know, right? No, I'm actually asking more if you guys got a chance to see Millie Alcock as
Mhm.
As
her
Rhaenyra.
performance.
I really liked
Yeah.
her in Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. I was actually kind of upset when they did the time jump in the show
Yeah.
because I was like, I really like her.
I liked her portrayal a lot better than the older version.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted
I feel
more
like
of her.
she didn't have a lot to do in that first season. This next season, she's going to have a shit ton to do. So
Well, the character was.
yeah, the character. Well, no, yeah, not Millie. I'm glad Millie's doing something. I really liked her in House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And I've read the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow series. I've mentioned that before. I don't like being that person. And the way that Millie Alcock acts and how she was in House of the Dragon and how she was really conflicted and you could see it and stuff. A lot of that will work in her favor for the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I think she's a really good Supergirl for this tone of Supergirl. I think if it were the more, I'm a girl and I can do everything a boy can, I think that she wouldn't be very good. But I think in this iteration and for this storyline, I think she's going to be fantastic.
Awesome.
Yep. And I think they're looking to have her kind of grow and mature, and so they can show the growth of Supergirl. Like, I don't think they're hiring her for, just a couple roles, like a couple films.
Yeah.
I think this is long-term casting.
Well, so the way that the Woman of Tomorrow happens in the very beginning, Supergirl's turning 21. And she goes to a planet that has a red sun so that she can get drunk.
Wow.
For her 21st birthday. And she has Krypto and Comet with her. So I don't know if they're going to go exactly the same thing, but I really hope they leave that in there because I would love to see something like that. Because that's the type of Supergirl that Millie Alcock can do a good job on. Like that kind of, I have to go somewhere so that I can actually be a normal teenager.
Right.
And I think that they're a normal, young adult. And so that's what came into my mind first when I first heard about Millie being Supergirl. I was like, oh, I hope they keep that going to a bar planet with the red sun.
And
so
she's in the right age range. She's in the right age range. I think Millie Alcock's 22?
Yeah, I think she's like right around there.
Yeah.
And so perfect time. I think that if she is in Superman Legacy, which I'm pretty sure she will be, I don't think it's going to be like, oh, she just got here. I think this is they're going to establish that all of these heroes have been around for a while and that the Supergirl is not a origin story. It's a story in the middle of her story. I think is really great. So I like that that's what they're doing. They're not doing the origin stories because unlike Marvel, everybody pretty much knows who these characters are. They've been premier characters for a long time.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Especially like when it comes to like animation, like everybody grew up at some point with,
the Super Friends.
Well, like at some point, Gen X had an iteration that was, their childhood, obviously. Not so much baby boomers, but I mean, like, in between boomers and Gen X, they had.
Well, baby boomers had like the serials before TV shows, and then like the Batman in the 60s and like the Wonder Woman in the 70s.
Right.
There were like DC characters. There've been DC characters on a screen, I want to say, since the 1930s.
Yeah.
So
The Superman and the Batman
Yeah.
serials were all in the 30s.
yeah. And then there was the TV show, the Superman TV show, and they had like there was a Wonder Woman thing, I want to say, but there's always been something. DC was really good about getting out there. And
Right.
so I think that showing origin stories is not the way to go with DC. So yeah. Anyway.
Awesome.
Yay.
All right, let's keep going. We got a few more stories. What if it wasn't game over, man? Game over.
Game over, man. Game over.
Marvel Comics has announced that James Cameron's classic 1987 sci-fi action movie Aliens is getting a what if comic series titled, imagine this, Aliens What If.
Of course. This is what happens when Disney buys out a whole bunch of properties and it's like, well, we own Marvel and now we own Aliens. Let's do some Aliens comics.
Let's just what if everything.
Yeah.
All right. I do have a what if they mostly Opsis pot out at night, mostly synopsis.
Okay, I got to do this in two different ways here. Okay, so
Good luck with it.
what if they
mostly
Odd.
at night. Mostly.
synopsis?
The comic will tell the story that follows the character Carter Burke. Had he survived the events of the film, it explained that the saga will further explore the nature of the man who infamously betrayed Ripley and the lengths he's willing to go to get his hands on the deadliest species in the galaxy. The 5-issue comic series asked the question, what if Carter Burke has lived or had lived? It was also announced that Paul Reiser, the actor who played the villain, joins his son Leon and the star-studded team of writers and producers Adam F. Goldberg from the Goldbergs, Brian Volkwise,
Who's going
who
to be
will
on the show at the end of this month, next month?
in
Wow.
1 month. In
Well,
1
now
month
you
from
guys
now,
can talk to him about this.
from the Toys That Made Us, and Hans Rodenoff from Damage Control for this pulse-pounding journey back to Hadley's hope and the twisted escape of a man who should have died. The first issue of Aliens What If will be published March 6th. I think this is kind of interesting.
We can literally ask Brian about this because he'll
Yeah.
be on like days before this launches.
Yeah. And like what
That might be why he wanted to come on right then.
Yeah.
No, he booked it because that was the earliest date that he could do for us.
Oh, he's probably still writing the comic.
Yeah, our show at the time when he booked, we were already booked out like 3 months. So
Kind of interesting. Look how many people are kind of producing or writing, but there's a ton.
Yeah.
Paul Reiser, his son, Adam F. Goldberg, Brian Volkwise, and Hans Rodionoff. That's a ton of
I mean,
people.
Paul Reiser is a writer. Like he wrote a lot of what was that thing that the TV show he was in? Mad for You?
Yes.
Mad About You.
Mad
That's
About
it. Yeah, Mad About You.
Adam F. Goldberg is like everything that you've ever cared about. He's written.
You. Anything
Yeah.
retro. Same with Brian Volkwise. Anything retro.
Yeah,
It's interesting. I like that they're doing something new with the Aliens comics because you can really only do Aliens comics for so long without introducing something new. Because they kind of do one thing.
yeah.
They just want to take over.
Kill everything and
Yep.
Something to catch them. Something to jump into when it comes out. Cool.
Who does Aliens? Like what
studio.
what studio?
It was Fox and
It was Fox.
yeah, and when Disney bought out Fox, they now
They got
own,
the
they now
okay.
own Alien.
I just couldn't remember like who did that. Weird. And and it's what is it? Dark Horse is doing the comic?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Marvel. Oh
Yeah.
wow, because hasn't Dark Horse done all the Alien comics before?
Dark Horse has done them all. Same thing with like Dark Horse used to do Star Wars too. Well, I mean, technically Marvel started off, but then for the longest time, Dark Horse did their comics, and then when Disney bought all that stuff, all the studios, all the different studios, they started
All the rights.
they started doing Star Wars with Marvel again. So I mean, like, it's mainly just because now that they own the rights, it's like, okay, well, we can just have Marvel do it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it's in-house, it's probably cheaper. So, you know, after all of this, I really just want to take a vacation, but not just like a normal vacation.
Not any.
I want to go to a themed vacation. Do you hear what I'm talking about here, people?
Oh, I
hear
do.
you.
Yeah. It's me, Mario, with the new Mario Land.
Papa,
It's not cultural appropriation at
it's me,
all.
Mario.
It's me, Peaches, with the new Peaches Land. Oh, never mind. That
Peaches,
doesn't work.
peaches, 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 peaches.
With one of the biggest theme park expansions in Orlando since the early 2000s, Universal's Epic Universe, a brand new theme park, is coming to Universal Orlando Resort.
Boom.
The new land's coming to Epic Universe. Really? That's the name? The Epic Universe? No, whatever. Which will include Celestial Park, Super Nintendo World, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Dark Universe. Is that
Boom.
right? Or is it Isle of Berk, Dark Universe?
No, it's Isle of Berk.
And
So
then
that's-
Dark Universe is separate. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, that makes a lot more sense because I was like, I didn't. Huh?
It's
I mean, How to Train Your Dragon got really dark after the first
I know,
one,
right?
guess.
Is Celestial Park Trolls?
No, Celestial Park is just kind of the intro land. Imagine if we were going to compare it to Disneyland, this is going to be like Main
Downtown?
Street. Yeah.
Oh, Main Street USA. Yeah.
Main Street and kind of the castle area. So it's the hub of the hub and spoke.
They
Okay.
missed opportunity in not making a Trolls Land
You never know.
I mean,
Could be coming. Could be
Yeah.
coming.
because
you know, they could have like a store where you could get a wig or you could get your hair to like have somebody do your hair like a troll. That would be so cool.
well, the reason I bring that up is because one, you could have like a bunch of concerts there with the theme of Trolls, especially
Mhm.
like after World Tour, and then
Yeah.
and then just have like, you know, almost how Avengers Plaza is.
I
Avengers
haven't
Campus.
been, so I don't know.
Avengers Campus, yeah, like you do a Trolls thing where it's like it's music themed, and you have all the trolls, and
Yeah.
James's kids would pay for every single dollar, which means James is paying for every single thing that's in that.
Exactly.
land.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Avengers Campus, I'm gonna be missing out in a week or 2 or 3 weeks. I'll be missing a show because I may or may not be at Avengers Campus. Sorry, continue. Let's keep going.
Universal Orlando already has 2 existing theme parks, Isles of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida, plus their own water park, Volcano Bay. That doesn't sound like a water park. Universal counts Volcano Bay as a 3rd theme park by making the addition of Epic Universe as a full 4th theme park. That's hard to say. Epic Universe will feature more than 50 new attractions, entertainment, dining, and shopping experiences. I would like my shopping experiences to be just as exciting as the attractions, by the way.
Mhm.
Epic Universe will be located a couple of miles southeast of the cluster of Universal Orlando's current attractions: Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, Volcano Bay Water Park, poorly named, and Universal City Walk, an entertainment and shopping district.
Mhm.
You know what?
That's
I've
like
been
their
to the
version of
City
Downtown
Walk in
Disney.
LA, and it's actually pretty fucking cool.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I do enjoy the shopping.
It's
The
a
one-
staple in Studio City.
Yeah, it really is.
The
I
one in
loved it.
Orlando, the
Mhm.
City Walk in Orlando is like twice the size of the one in California.
But do they have the gorilla?
The
Do
gorilla.
they have like the King Kong thing in it?
I don't think so.
That was
I've only
like the
been there
thing
once.
that I loved the most was that they had like just this like Kong thing just hanging out
Yep.
in a store, like off a store, and I was just like, that's so cool. Anyway, there's more. Epic Universe will also feature a brand new hotel inside the park at the end of Celestial Park called the Universal Helios Grand Hotel.
Boom.
Hey, is that like the Grand Californian
Probably.
or the Grand Floridian?
Yes, where the
Okay.
park is like
All right.
connected. The hotel connects
Yeah.
to the park.
You can just like walk out of the hotel and you're right in the park.
Yep.
It's just like, hey, how many more ideas can we steal from Disney?
Well, if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
2 other hotels, Universal's Terra Luna Resort. Ooh, that sounds nice. And Universal's Stella Nova Resort. That sounds like something that aliens would, but aliens from space, like aliens would stay in. So. We'll bring the total up to 3 brand new hotels built for Epic Universe. They're
Dang,
going
they're
to be
going-
doing that.
Yay!
This is huge.
Yeah.
5 lands, 3 hotels. That's nuts.
Yeah, okay. And so then they have an official opening date for 2 of the 3 hotels. The Universal Stella Nova Resort will open on January 21st, 2025, and the Universal Terra Luna Resort will open February 25th, 2025. And then the Epic Universe is going to open in the summer of 2025.
So they're putting it up quick. So guys, just just be ready for a whole bunch of lands that have no safety checks.
Yeah.
Right?
I bet they're not going to have
and also,
everything ready.
Kitten Heels DeSantis, be prepared for him to get his grubby little hands in it.
Well,
Oh,
he's
did I
probably
say
going
that?
to start a fight with them the way he started a fight with Disney.
Oh, I think he might have learned his lesson on that.
He don't care. He don't care. All right,
Yeah.
let's not linger on
on Kitten Hills.
on the failed presidential candidate.
Yeah, Universal Studios is over like, yeah, go fight with Disney. We're going to be over here building like 5 different lands and
Yeah.
theme parks and whatnot. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool. What I think is fun about this is, yes, there's Super Nintendo World, which is going to be bigger than the one here in California.
There's a Super Nintendo World in California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I have
Universal
not been
Studios.
to Universal in forever, so that's probably why.
And then this is like this Ministry of Magic for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is supposed to be completely new. So it's not just Diagon Alley like at the current 2 Universal parks. It's a whole new piece.
It's like they build the entire castle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's going to be
That's
crazy.
really neat.
And then How to Train Your Dragon, I get it. It's for the kids. There's so much IP. Like How to Train Your Dragons has like 4 or 5 movies plus like 2 different TV shows. And then there's a live action movie.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. So there's tons of stuff coming. But I find this interesting. Dark Universe.
Yeah.
This is all about Universal monsters.
See, that would be so cool. I feel like that's something that Universal Studios has been missing because, like, the whole Jaws thing, but that's so done. And the Jurassic Park thing that they had there a few years ago, that was so lame. So I really would like something that people could go to for Halloween, or the people who want to do Halloween all year. I think that's great. So that is the thing that I'm like the most like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah. But also keep in mind, this is the Dark Universe thing that they're doing it's because they are trying to relaunch all the Universal monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is probably going to be newer versions of the characters and not like
They
the
are. Yeah.
classic ones. So
Gravy was telling me that and I knew about it, but that the Abigail movie, that's supposed to be Dracula's daughter.
really,
Yeah. And I'm like, crap, that's like a deep cut. And not a lot of people know about that. But she was a Universal monster. Like she was, so I mean, okay. I just thought it was odd to have her there before.
all I care about is Alucard. I don't care about Abigail. So give me more Alucard.
All right. That's cool. I'm interested to see what happens with this, with the Universal's epic fail at naming Epic Universe. So that'll be fun. But in double ba-da-ba-ba-ba news,
It's
You
time
do
for
that
the
so
moment
well.
You've been waiting for. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Tsh, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, li, da, di, li, di, da. Di, da, di, li, di, da, di, li, 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 da, di, di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da. Preparing the Krabby Patty.
All right.
how long have you been waiting to use that soundbite?
Forever. The last we talked about like a new burger and all that stuff. I was like, oh my god, I got to use the SpongeBob the SpongeBob Krabby Patty like announcement video.
Oh my god, I'm happy we made your happy birthday. That was your happy birthday
That's my
present.
happy birthday present.
All right. In double ba-da-ba-ba-ba news, sometimes you're craving a Big Mac and sometimes you're craving a Big Mac times 2. Dreams do come true. The double Big Mac is back on the McDonald's menu beginning January 24th for the first time in 4 years. Bring it on. In addition, the classic Big Mac sauce, slice of American cheese, lettuce, pickles, and chopped onions. This burger contains a whopping 4 beef burger patties,
Jesus.
twice the double patty found in regular Big Macs. I do have a 4 all beef patty special sauce, opsis, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun synopsis.
4
Oh,
patty special sauce, opsis, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Synopsis.
I think that was your best one yet.
There you go.
I haven't heard
Bigger,
so long.
bigger than the Big Mac, and now saucier than ever. The McDonald's Double Big Mac is made with 4 100% pure all beef patties and topped with finely diced grilled sizzled onions, perfectly melted cheese, pickles, crisp shredded lettuce, and more Big Mac sauce sandwiched between a soft, pillowy sesame seed bun. It contains no artificial flavors, preservatives, or added colors from artificial sources. Our pickles contain an artificial preservative, so skip it if you like, unless your name is Young Phil. Go out and get that double Big Mac right now.
Meow.
Now just add bacon to it and it's perfect.
Oh my!
Holy crap.
Oh my!
That is so much food. I don't even think I could eat like half of that. I actually think I might be able to eat one of the patties, and that's it.
Oh man. Darren said double Big Mac too bad I'm a vegan.
Right?
Let's go have lunch with Darren. I'll just give him the middle bun. And like, there you go. You can have that. I'll eat the rest of it.
I don't know. 'Cause I think the bun actually has milk in it. So
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true. Yeah, you can't have it.
mhm.
Don't spoil my dreams, buddy. Trying to have lunch with Darren right now, and you're ruining it with your milk buns.
Milk buns. Oh my
But-
god.
We did talk about it.
And then you
It
said
is a
what?
news story. Officially, Young Phil has to go try this
Oh no.
God.
with the pickles.
I'm not eating it with the pickles.
Come on, eat it with the
You
pickles.
don't have to have the pickles. They'll take them off.
No, I'm not gonna eat it with because then I'm not gonna eat I'm not gonna eat it at all.
What's the whole
I
point
just-
of the
I-
bit? If you're not gonna eat the pickles, you gotta eat the pickles. Eat the pickles.
I feel like this is what gay couples say.
Exactly. We're like a gay couple right here. Eat the pickles.
Pickle in your
Eat
mouth.
the pickle.
Come on.
Just put it in your mouth. Put the pickle in your mouth because you know that's what you want.
Exactly. You want the pickles. You like the pickles.
And then it comes out the same
Yeah.
day
And
as
the
everything else does.
Mhm.
And the pickles.
I'm the top. You're the bottom.
Hi,
Eat the pickle. You know what I'm saying?
God.
All right. Nobody's interested in this but me? I'm excited.
You
No.
do understand that my caloric intake has like severely gone down.
That
Like
burger,
that would kill me.
that burger alone is probably twice your caloric intake right now.
That burger alone is probably 4 times my caloric intake right now. That's like a 6,000
Yeah.
calorie thing right there.
I
You
looked it
know
up
that.
and it said it was like 750 calories.
That's
whatever.
There's no way because ultimate cheeseburger, which is
Maybe in the
4
milk
slices of
bun.
cheese and two burgers, right? 2 burgers, 4 slices of cheese. That's like almost 1,000 calories.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way a Big Mac with 4 patties is
I
only.
don't like the anger that you're throwing at me and
You mean logic?
ruining my
logic.
double Big Macness.
I'm
looking
just
at-
saying that it would be a lot. Like one of my
Okay.
favorite burger joints is Fat Guys.
Mhm.
And they stuff their burgers with cheese. Like they'll stuff it with whatever. Like, they've
Yeah.
got
Mm.
and
I like me some Five Guys.
it's called the Fat and Juicy. I can't even eat one of those anymore. I have to get the kitty burger. Do you know how sad that is? Do you know how sad I am about that freaking blue cheese in the middle of a burger is heaven. And I can't eat it anymore.
I'll eat
It's
the
too
other
much.
half. You eat half, I'll eat the other half. How about that? According to the McDonald's Canada website, the double Big Mac clocks in at 740 calories. I don't know if the calories are the same in Canada.
They're
And
not.
I don't know why we're quoting Canada's.
Yeah, why are
Canada's
That's
McDonald's
very
site.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you quoting Canadian things? You know,
I know.
they're on the metric
Nobody-
system. Okay.
Nobody quotes Canada.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
see,
not
the
if they're talking about calories and America.
Oh, sorry. Maybe there's no calories in poutine or something. The burger also contains 44 grams of fat, including 16 grams of saturated fat, which 38 grams of protein and 48 grams of carbohydrates. See?
Yeah, no. That they should rename it and call it the Widowmaker.
Yeah. It's borderline healthy. You're right.
How many grams of carbs?
44.
Wow.
48 grams
Oh,
of carbs.
48. I even
How
like
much salt is in
undercut
that?
it. Oh God, no.
What's the
Let's
sodium
not even do
content?
this. No.
I don't know why I'm looking this up. This is going against my
I
point
just
here
love that
and
we're doing a
excitement.
deep dive into the double Big Mac.
You guys are ruining my excitement.
Are we harshing your calm?
Yeah. Hold on. All right, fine. The double Big Mac has a whopping 1,020 milligrams of sodium. The Food and Drug Administration says people should get no more than 2,300 milligrams per day. See, come on. It's just one meal. You can have salad for breakfast. You can have salad for lunch and still take down this double Big Mac and be solid.
So
I don't think I could physically eat that burger. That's what I'm saying is
I
that
just
I don't.
looked it up on McDonald's official website.
Well, you don't like Canada? What's wrong
No.
with Canada?
Not the Canadian. So it is only 780 calories.
See, thank you, Canada.
That's still a lot. 40 grams of protein, which is intense.
Didn't we just cover all this?
Yeah. But no, the sodium on their website, you said what it was 1,100?
1,020 milligrams of sodium.
Yeah, no. Listed on their website, it's 1,390 milligrams of sodium. Almost 1,400 grams of sodium.
They probably took out the pickles.
That's like a whole freaking salt shaker right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot. I say if you
So-
want to eat a double Big Mac, aka the Widowmaker, go ahead and do it.
Young Phil, you got to do it.
Two-
And-
two.
And Frey, you can have the pickles because he doesn't eat the pickles,
Oh.
and that's all you can eat is the pickles.
I
You know,
will-
Husby actually, anytime he gets a pickle with his whatever food, like
Meal,
we
yeah.
go to like sandwich places or whatever,
Mhm.
he always gives me his pickle, and I'm like, yay!
I do the same thing for Jenny. I'm just like, oh, here you go. You can have my
And then
pickle.
he makes a really, really inappropriate comment about, hey, do you want my pickle? And then I say, yeah, I'll take it. And he goes, okay, do you want the this one too, and he waves the other pickle around. And yeah, like every time, it's a bit.
Husband got jokes.
Yeah. That's like a typical husband joke right there. Is like, I got a pickle for you.
Right? Yeah. No, that's why you guys should always be on my side if I'm ever giving him crap, because he dishes it out just as much as he can take it. So.
Well, we got pickles, and we got merch, people.
We got merch, people.
Hat is $35 for one hat, or $30 if you're going to buy multiple hats from multiple multiverses.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're all Galaxy Gray. Multiverse Gray? I don't know.
If you want
Gray
multiple hats, then you will
goes with everything in every universe.
and
Yes.
next time we make a run, you'll have a hat.
There you go. And if you don't want a hat, we also got shirts. So just DM us at Distance Nerding on Instagram. Let us know which shirt you want. We got 2 different shirts. We got the black shirt with the logo. We got the gray shirt with the characters. Come on, look at, they're so cute. You know,
I
want them.
really, really like that gray shirt. I might have to get one of those from you
It's
guys.
super cute. Maybe we'll send yours to Boise.
Maybe.
So all you got to do is DM us at Distance Nerding on Instagram. Let us know what size you're looking for, how many you're looking for. They're $20 each, or $25 if we got to ship it to you. You get a little pack of stickers with you. You might get a shout out on the show. And if you want even more merch, lucharillas.com.
Lucharillas, baby.
The Distance Nerdarilla is amazing. I'm going to pop that in the chat so you can go check it out. Distance Nerdarilla on lucharillas.com. You can get the Distance Nerdarilla on a shirt, get it on a bump box, get it on a memory card, get it on maybe a tumbler soon. We'll have to check in with Eric. Shout out to Eric in the chat. So cool.
Yeah.
I love me a Distance Nerdarilla.
The Stanley Cup craze. I mean, yeah, you should cash in on that.
That's
Get
what
the
I'm talking
tumblers.
about.
Yeah, I would totally get one. I love my Kyber Cave one. I use it every day.
There you go. Boom. I love it. All right, let's talk some schedules.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, our schedule on Mondays, game streams. We are officially done with all the games that we've been playing. So I finished Call of Duty on Monday. Last week, we finished Assassin's Creed Mirage. And the week before that, we finished Cyberpunk 2077. So as of right now, we are basically coasting until the end of February when Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League comes out.
Have you seen those trailers? Those are so cute.
Oh, so good. So good.
I can't believe they got King Shark to play Harley Quinn.
Yeah, exactly.
Ron Punches. That's so funny.
Punches. So from there, what we're going to be doing is I've got 2 games that I can potentially play. I'm probably going to put them in both the Nerdington posts and on Instagram to see where the votes go. But as of right now, RoboCop Rogue City is one that's on the table. And then, of course, also Shadows of Mordor. So Middle Earth Shadows of Mordor.
Oh my God, no, that's the game that like you have to kill like one specific guy or he will kill you because he gets so like
Powerful.
OP.
Yes.
Yeah. Husby played that and could not. He was just like,
The Nemesis
I
engine
can't.
is so hard.
Oh,
The Nemesis
'cause he
engine is
could
so
never
hard.
get to that guy.
Yeah. And like I where I screwed up the first time I played it was I went to go fight one dude who wasn't like super strong, and then like 5 other guys joined in on the battle, and I like just got wrecked after a while.
You got jumped.
Yeah.
It's a super hard game. It really is.
It's a good story, though.
Whoever like finished that game, like I respect you. I hella respect you because
Then,
I don't know how you did it, dude.
Once I get done, well, I'm gonna make it worse. Once I get done with Shadow of Mordor, we'll play Shadow of War, which is like that game on steroids. So
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, so that's the thing is Hesby wanted to play Shadow of War, but he didn't want to play it without playing Shadow of Mordor. And so he got Shadow of Mordor and he was like, fuck this game. I'm so frustrated. Fuck it all. And then so he
I
never
think
got
you
to
may
play
have
Shadow
heard
of
him
War.
playing the game. We
Yeah,
may
no,
have
No,
different-
yeah, he does play, but that's usually Apex. So
All right. Download. No scheduling changes with your birthday coming around.
No, because my birthday's on a Saturday, so we're gonna still do our regular shows.
So on the 6th, I'm gonna try to be here, but it's a birthday. It's
Somebody's?
Shadoo's birthday, and so he
Where
wants
is
to have
he?
dinner with everyone. He's with his dad. He's hanging
I
with
will-
his dad.
Oh, that's so sweet. I will totally have dinner with Shadoo. Is that
Okay.
what he wants for his birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having everybody have dinner on his
Aw,
actual birthday,
Shadoo.
and so I
I
think
will
it's at
Shadoo that.
7 here.
I
which would-
should do
so-
that.
So 8:30. I don't know if 8:30 do that. I will try to be on. I may be late. If not, I'll let you guys know
All good.
closer.
No worries, no worries, no worries. So guys, yeah, Mondays 8 to 12 for the game streams. Tuesdays, the download from 6:30 to 8:30. Sorry again, we ran a little bit late or started a little bit late today. And then Thursdays, the build from 6 to 8, where I build Lego on stream while we talk with fun guests and have a whole bunch of nerdy conversations. This week's guest, Tim's Jack from Poe Noir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
that's
the
cool.
idea is basically he takes Edgar Allan Poe and is like he turns famous Edgar Allan Poe books into film noir and then writes them as comics.
Oh,
That's
fun.
cool.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
neat.
Yeah, it's a really cool concept. Found them at LA Comic-Con and was like, okay, we need to have you on the show. This is awesome.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
no, that's a great concept. I mean, everybody loves little Edgar Allan Poe.
Right. You know,
Like
and
it.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Edgar Allan Poe in some of the stories is like a detective and he's like figuring out the story. So it's actually really cool.
That was one of my favorite parts about Altered Carbon is that they had Poe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I just loved that. I just thought that was neat. So yeah, and I'm not kidding. Everybody does. Like if you're an American at one time in your life, you have either read one of his poems, one of his short stories, one of his books, or something. Like I think you have to in most schools now
Yeah,
is
either the
actually
Raven-
read something.
Either the Raven or Telltale Heart are the ones
Yeah.
people know.
I like that one. I love Followed the House of Usher. That's actually probably my favorite
Which
Poe
they just
story.
They just did a show based on that story.
Yeah, I've got to go watch it. I haven't watched it,
Yeah.
and Graveyard's mad at me for that. So, and then my favorite Poe poem is Annabelle Lee.
Oh yeah, it's a good one too.
Yeah.
All right, Frank, what is your favorite way for us to get a hold of you? What are your pluggables?
Well, I'm a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. Just call me Roy Kent. I'm on Distance Nerding here on Tuesdays. I'm doing Saturday Morning Nerd Out on Kyber Cave. We just started up our Journals of the Classes series again. We
Mhm.
will be doing more of the classified. I am currently avoiding working on Secret Origin. Or origin stories, I mean, and eventually I'll be doing my her story. I took a sabbatical, and I was like, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and I did nothing. Our garage door broke. We had to get a new garage door. A lot of other stuff happened, and I was just like, what the heck? And I've just been totally distracted. So I am gonna get to it.
Life
But-
gets in the way.
I was like, damn it. Because
Lo-
I wanted it out for my birthday, which is on the 15th of February. So yeah. So that's me. You can catch me in all those places.
Good times.
All right.
My own channel, Frey Girl.
I like it.
Gals on it a lot. So
You know, because she's a viral TikToker.
she
There you go.
is. That dog, I swear.
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support us in the best way you can, all you got to do is go to the website, head over to distancenerding.com. Right at the top of the page, you'll see Buy Us a Taco, and you can buy us a taco. Ladies and gentlemen, join the taco party. That's right. Join the taco party. Support us the best way you can. It helps us continue to do more shows, continue to do more appearances, and helps us get better prizes to give to you guys. Of course, the other thing you can do is you can head over to Twitch. If you subscribe to us on Twitch, that gets you in a chance to win some Lego kits. And big Lego kits. Again, the more subscribers we have, the more Lego kits, the bigger Lego kits we give away. So there you go, guys. That is it from us this week. Of course, if you want to connect with us at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, and we saw Aaron Watson on the show earlier tonight. Aaron Watson's feet and mandals and the beard. All at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you'd like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, you hate us, or wish the internet would completely consume us and spit us out at the feet of Vince McMahon,
Wow.
send us an email at dist.
Man, I can't.
Really? You went with Vince McMahon? I mean,
I
we've
know,
been
out of
talking about
all
John
things to
Cena
get
like
to.
all time. I would have gone with Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or
Vince-
helmets. Go with
devil.
helmets.
That's
So
what I'm
many
saying.
helmets.
But that's what I'm saying. Vince McMahon is the devil. So
I mean, you're not wrong.
it's nerding at AOL.com. And we will read it on the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us this week.
Awesome. All right, y'all.
Yay!
Thanks.
Oh my God, did you see what Daniel just put on here? Sorry. Oh, one of the best helmet I've seen. Thanks you three. Team
shout
helmet on.
out to Chef. Chef, he's good.
Team helmet on.
Thanks, and keep nerding together.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. All right, guys. It is now time for the dance party. Let's get this going. Teen Titans.
Helmets on, everybody. Helmets on. Make sure you put your helmets on. Get that out of here. Hey,
Go Niners.
bang, bang. Bang, bang. And that's coming from a stormtrooper.
You are the baby.
Baby.
Hey, you stop it.
Can you see anything in that?
What? Who said that? At
Everybody next week.
Distance Nerding at AOL.com.